Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream and the real one? The real one.
What's going on? What's going on, people? It's your boy Skywalker the Jedi back at y'all with another episode of Night Shift with Mikey Sutton. Much love to Seal Nation, the Cool Table family, the Mikey Verse, the Syndicate Network. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with us, rocking out, and we appreciate you. How you feeling tonight, Mikey? On this, crazy Monday evening, man. Last night was a big night, great show. Got the week to start it off properly. So, how you feeling tonight, bro?
We're having a special episode tonight. I'm calling it Matt Reeves Monday.
Matt Reeves Monday. Uh-oh.
And you know, if I have something good to say about Matt Reeves, it means the opposite side's pretty bad.
It's crazy, Mikey, because I've been thinking about that more and more lately too. Matt Reeves may be the only hope over there in terms of giving us something decent. I'm being so serious.
I'm gonna give you DC fans some exciting news tonight that blows away anything that James Gunn so far has on his slate.
Oh my goodness!
And it's from Matt Reeves. You guys know it took me 5 months to sit through the Batman and the entire run of the Big Bang Theory, so I could watch something else that evening. That's saying a lot, But hey, and I said, no bourbon, right? Well, look, once in a while, can't help it, it's DC. But you know what? You're gonna get a little bit of steak tonight. Not Snyder's steak, but at least some pot roast, at least, right? Some
I like pot roast.
Pot roast is great,
Great.
And and along with the bubble gun. That's my new term now, bubble gun.
Right, but bubble gun in a dish. How many pieces do you wish? I saw Charles Austin put it at the chat. Yo, when I heard Mikey say that earlier, that's immediately where my mind went, bro. Back to playing hide and seek, and you had to put your foot in, right? Y'all know what's up.
Well, you guys know I coined the phrase "Hamada Burgers." That was mine. My new one now is BubbleGUNN. It's probably gonna like bubble gum itself is gonna stick. So.
Yeah, BubbleGUNN. It's just like it just rolls off the tongue, right?
There you go. Great being here tonight, guys.
Right. Yes, and we appreciate all you guys that's in the live chat and everybody that's gonna be taking part with replay crew as well. Much love to all you guys, yo.
Awesome.
100%. As you guys should know, we're on the road to 1K, right?
Yeah.
Marching along. I think we was at like 674 last time I checked, Mikey.
It's getting closer and closer, dude. We're not that
closer
far
and
off.
closer, bro. Right? So we're almost to 700. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do something special for y'all once we get there. But make sure that you guys are still liking the content, sharing it out, subscribing, and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live and dropping the video, right?
Yeah, this is great. Thank you for your support.
Right. Yes, we've been wrapping up the content lately, and only going to be doing so more in the future, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah!
100%. If you didn't know, now you know. We're rocking out with these hashtags from January 03 till infinity. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. Sales ESJL to Netflix, sales Snyderverse to Netflix is the last, most effective way to get a conclusion to the Zack Snyder DC story arc, right? And I'm feeling great about our chances, Mikey.
Oh yeah.
I really believe that our energy has been being put into the right place, and that we're going to end up yielding some results. What do you think?
It's going to happen.
Right. Love it. Right. If you do rock out with the hashtags, we do ask that you guys follow the rules of engagement, which are as follows. Number one, we ask that you do not, or we ask that you just be positive with Netflix. This is the current home of Zack Snyder, and they are investing in him, which means they are investing in us as his fan base. right? Rule number 2, we ask that you do not mix these hashtags with other hashtags, right? Because we're trying to keep the messaging as focused and effective as possible. And rule number 3, we ask that you do not quote, tweet, mention, reply to anything like that. Anybody over at WBD, which is including but not limited to James Gunn. Mikey, do you want to know what just hit me while I was saying that?
What happened?
People had such a problem with the ROEs, right, Mikey? They was like, yo, they trying to tell y'all how to tweet, right? You shouldn't have to listen to them, right? You can be toxic if you want to, right? Blah, 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 blah. Mikey, when you like trying to participate in like giveaways and stuff like that, right? Or like you just, hey, like, if you want to win some extra XP on Call of Duty, just do this, blah, 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 right? They have a couple rules you have to follow, right? To be able to be like considered, you know what I'm saying? Like for any type of winnings, right? So I bet you they wouldn't mind following those rules and regulations, right? But hey, we just ask that you guys be positive and everybody's losing their minds. It's crazy, right, Mikey?
Well, it's all about clout, man. It's like it's ego. To me, it's like, first of all, Sky, these people could never be in a championship team because a championship team plays as a team, right? You have your responsibility to accomplish the mission. Going off course does not accomplish the mission. Well, they try it my way. We tried it your way. How many times have we tried it that way and that way, Sky? Which is why we're here, because it didn't work.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned the whole championship team thing because, man, like I've been on teams that have went to the championship and won. I've been on teams that went to the championship and lost. I've been on teams that didn't make the playoffs. Right. I've been on all sorts of teams, and that is an astute observation that, it's like, it's just simple stuff, Mikey, but it seems to be a problem for some. Right.
Well, it's like there are people out there they want to have their own narrative, and Sky, it's not even really about accomplishing the mission anymore. It's about trying to get credit. That's all it's about. Getting attention for themselves. It's like, guys, I mean, definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same result. Now, in tonight's show, again, we're going to go over why restart won't happen at Warner Brothers Discovery. It's just not going to happen. Look, I gave up on that, I mean, when DeLuca was in charge, hell yeah, we had a fighting chance he was on our side.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have the power that James Gunn has over DC right now.
Yeah. It's just as simple as that, right?
Yeah, simple as that. They are a company that is having financial difficulties. They made an investment in James Gunn's vision, and they have no choice but to stick with it until it fails. And by that time, you're eating BubbleGUNN that whole time. All right.
Yep.
So, when you can be selling. You
could be focusing on that.
Yeah, join the winning team, man. What can you do, man? What can you do?
Hey, we're gonna get everybody across the finish line, Mikey, whether they want to admit it or not. It's all good because they'll be watching ZSJL 2 on Netflix with the rest of us, right? But
you watch Sky. These people are sneaky. They're gonna twist things around, right? When sell happens, they're gonna say, "See, we told you they would store the Snyderverse, but just not on Warner Brothers." Like, come on. I can already sense it though. I can sense it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I apparently got wind that there was somebody that said literally like, "Yo, if the Snyderverse ends up on Netflix, it's because of Restore." And I was like, "Wow!" Like, Okay.
They're not the same thing, people.
And that came from somebody that knows better, Mikey. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, hey,
Can
I know
you?
what that is. But look, we asked that you guys subscribe to ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube and also follow ZSJL to Netflix on Twitter, right? And lastly, but certainly not least, we ask that you guys head on over to inktothepeople.com/sales ZSJL, copy a Wayne T. Carr Green Lantern shirt, Trinity shirt, hoodie, all kinds of stuff, right? Designed by the world-renowned visual artist Noel Leon Flores, right? And these things can honestly end up becoming a collector's item, isn't that right?
Will be, yeah, will be
Mikey
when
Sutton.
Dreamwalker comes out. Takes off, and they're gonna look at, hey, what are his first works? Well, oh, the shirts. Oh, well, they're not available anymore. Oh no.
They were only available for a limited time, right? Oh,
Yeah, well, too bad, And some wise guy out there is gonna hike up the price on those things. Somebody who bought those shirts, were like, oh, these are Noel Leon Flores' first art on his shirts. Like, I want to sell it for $1,000. You think I'm joking? Dreamwalker 1 was selling for $1,000. Okay, so
yeah, right, Mikey. Hey, they be thinking that it's a game, bro. Like,
yeah.
they think that we should be coming out here capping, but it's all good. You'll see.
Yeah. It is for a good cause. You buy an EV for $1,000, it's gonna go to the seller. It's not gonna go to charity.
Right? Whereas you can spend like 30 something bucks and go grab something and it'll go straight to charity.
Go straight to charity, yeah.
100%. So
seller probably go to Vegas and cash in or something. Who knows? Get some hookers and coke off them. No, that's to encourage such behavior.
Not to encourage that, but
you just say it. You just never know.
Right. Absolutely. Right. Let me get caught up with the chat real quick. And then Mikey, anything that you want to add before we get on with the first topic of the night, sir?
Maybe just really quickly, Thor 5, is bogus story. And we're gonna do an article on it. I was on Speedy's Multiverse a few days ago, and I said don't believe that story. And sure enough, the director was just talking about what he would do if he was going to do Thor 5. There's no Thor 5 in development. It's a strike going on right now. There wasn't one in discussion. Taika is not doing it.
Out, bro. Like
he's out.
Like,
he's out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell, man, dude?
You know where this guy is because there's a strike going on. People are desperate for any scoops, and you can get paid on Twitter now for engagement, right? Or is that what Sil was talking about? So of course people are gonna say all kinds of outlandish things now to get engagement, to get a piece of that pie there. So be careful when you see scoops now, guys, because there's strikes going on. There's no development going on, aside from me, because I'm not affected by it. So, and not Dreamwalker either.
Yeah. Look, the homie Rock Talk says, Sky, I really enjoyed hearing you talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game yesterday. Have you ever played Friday the 13th? No, that is the same. It's the same group that made Friday the 13th that made this one. But Mikey, I was playing this again with the homies. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Cool.
Like for 4 hours today before I got up. I literally, Mikey, I'm having so much fun with this game.
Man, I would love to write one of these franchises, man. I would love to write a Friday the 13th graphic novel. Maybe one day. Who knows?
Oh my god. That'll be crazy, bro. Oh man, Mikey hadn't seen Oppenheimer yet. So the homie Charles Austin says, just wait till that Rebel Moon trailer.
Hold on, Sky. Hold on.
Right. Yes, tomorrow, Mikey and I will definitely be watching the Rebel Moon trailer live on stream on Night Shift tomorrow. Right, 100%, 1000%. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I feel like the internet's gonna be on fire tomorrow. It's gonna be on fire. Rock Talk said it's pretty much the same game, homie. Just reskin. Yeah, I was talking to my brother about it. He was kind of describing how like this one is better than the last one, but man, I'm just having so much damn fun, yo. He said, "You making me want to buy it though." Hey, I would get it. I will get it. Said Mikey, are you sure no strikes in Asia yet? Man, look, I was just talking to Mikey about that the other day. Dreamwalker's a go. Dreamwalker is a go, bro. It's a go. And then the Nightwing says, not to mention Ahsoka starts tomorrow. Yeah. Look, I will be probably watching Ahsoka tomorrow night, but in terms of my engagement and what I'm focusing on, nah, they ain't gonna get me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I will talk about Ahsoka when I was gonna talk about Ahsoka, which is on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, then, right? Not Tuesday. Tomorrow, I'm talking about Rebel Moon. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm focusing on that. I'm dissecting that trailer. I'm doing everything I can to just talk about Rebel Moon tomorrow. So yeah, Ahsoka will have her time. I know she will, but Rebel Moon comes first. The Emancipator says we ain't at 50 likes yet, right? Hey, y'all better complete the conquest. But I'm gonna tap in with the sponsors real quick, and then we'll be right back. And then when Mikey gets back, we'll start the first topic. Let's get it.
Steppenwolf, have you begun the conquest?
Man, Blue Beetle, y'all. That is the first topic we're gonna be talking about. Y'all already know this movie. Look, from where I'm sitting, right? They better be thanking they lucky stars that Zack Snyder came out and endorsed this movie, yo. I feel like, you know, if he hadn't done that, this movie would have been so much worse off. They were looking at, like, you know, they were saying it was like possibly a $12 million opening weekend. They were at least able to get it to 25. So, you know, but it's unfortunate, you know, we're really in a situation where a lot of the hype for these movies that were going to be coming out this year was just, you know, they were really hampered by the announcement of this reboot. It was announced way too early, and really it did nothing but to serve, in, you know, a lot of people's opinion, it just kind of served you know, James Gunn and what he had going on, because, you know, if you don't announce the reboot so quickly, you can kind of get some of these movies out and at least see if people were going to be engaging with this stuff. But when you just know dead set that, you know, you're going to be going in this other direction, it's like, yo, you know, do you just rip the Band-Aid off early and get it over with, right? I mean, we are seeing the ramifications of that right now, right? We're one movie after another. Look, even Aquaman 2, I don't think that's going to do it. Yeah. I don't think that's gonna do gangbusters either, right? Just honestly, the first one did over $1 billion, right? But this is a completely different time. The brand of DC was still pretty strong at that point. As we know, the presence of Zack Snyder was still like looming large over that Aquaman movie. So you know, that movie had things going for it that this one doesn't, right? So I'm not sure what that's going to do at the box office. It might do better than The Flash and not Aquaman, but Shazam. But is it going to beat Black Adam? Right? Like, do we live in a world where Aquaman 2 doesn't make as much money as Black Adam does? I mean, I can easily kind of foresee that happening. Rock Talk said, opening weekend box office numbers uglier than James Gunn's Fashion Sense at a DC film premiere. Yo, crazy. Crazy. Charles also said, if Aquaman 2 fails, Gunn loses his job. Man, I think he gonna get that Superman legacy movie out, man. And I really do. I mean, I don't know what choice that they have, right? Like, what choice do they have, honestly? Wherein, you have committed to this reboot, right? I mean, you've already gotten rid of all these actors. They're going on and getting their schedules filled up, right? With other projects, and they have other things going on. You do have the strike going on, so I mean, barring that, but yeah, I don't think that. I think that they've already committed to this choice, and they're just gonna ride it out until Superman Legacy comes out and this company gets sold. So. They're just gonna have to look at the results of this thing and really figure out, was it worth it, right? Like, was it really worth just not trying, right? Because look, I know that people are saying, hey, they didn't have any money to do none of this stuff. I don't believe they didn't have no money to do Man of Steel 2. Like, I just don't believe it. I think they could have found that money and they could have found funding for these projects if they really wanted to, right? But at the end of the day, they're like, no, we're going to go with this cheaper option. And, sometimes in life, when you kind of jerry rig something, like, this is what you get, right? You don't get those big returns, right? Man, it's just really unfortunate. But yeah, Mikey, Blue Beetle is the word of the day, apparently, right? $25 million opening weekend.
Oh, man. So many excuses. So many narratives, so many beta, articles out there. Before I address this one, someone answered someone in the chat. Can't remember who it was now. No strikes in Asia. Look, the opportunities over there are much more slim than over here. You don't want to risk getting blacklisted over there. Here you can go on strike. I mean, there's Netflix. There's all these streamers here that you could eventually get jobs at. Different over there. You piss somebody off over there. You don't have that many opportunities. Another thing too, Sky, is that the actors over there who are doing really well, they're not going to go on strike with you. Okay, if you're one of the bottom portion of the acting pool, they're doing really well. Why? They're not going to ask for more. All right, they're making enough, for their families and everything. Totally different culture, guys. Totally different world. So people tell me, well, how come they're not striking in the Philippines in unison with the actors here. You think the actors here would strike if the Philippines went on strike before they did? Come on, man. Let's get real. With this unison stuff. No, no, no. That's bullshit. You know, it just makes me laugh. Like, well, are they gonna follow the Americans? Why? Why would they? Nobody wants to be. You think, Sky, you live there over there. You think people like being out there on strike? No. Look at Stephen Amell. I mean, at least he was honest about it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
people shit on him, but dude, he's honest about it. Well, you're right. They don't. I've never heard of a strike in the Philippines ever, ever, ever. I've never heard of one. Um, it's like I said, it's a different world. You only have maybe 2 networks to deal with over there, maybe possibly 3. You don't want to lose that by getting blacklisted or something. Then you'll be on your own because the top actors are not going to join you.
Yeah.
They're making a
Yeah.
They work hard to get where they are as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think people have to also, kind of know that, when you're dealing with these certain situations internationally,
Yeah.
people are under different circumstances than people here in the States, right? It's a whole lot different.
A whole lot different. You don't want to be back in the poorhouse over there.
You know?
Totally different. But Blue Beetle, Sky all day long. I've been hearing excuses. I've been reading excuses. Gun fans making excuses. Let me tackle them one by one here. The number one excuse I've been hearing: Blue Beetle bombed Sky because of the hurricane. Hillary's blowjob made Blue Beetle flop at the box office. Okay. I'm like, keep in mind, I don't think Hillary's lifts reach the South. Okay.
Oh my God.
I don't think it reached the Pacific Northwest, right? I mean, how is that? Okay, what Southern California was hit pretty hard, I guess. I mean, I've been watching the news lately, and I assume Sky was hit pretty hard.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, but what that hurricane? What happened? Was the hurricane hitting on Thursday and Friday then? Well,
No.
what happened? No.
It was pretty much like just last night.
Just last night. So, it was Warner Brothers who were actually saying this. That that hurricane hurt the box office. I'm like, what?
Sunday night, right? Nah, that thing. Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday was fine. It was literally just last night. That was it.
Look, it looks like Hillary gave a better blowjob than Monica Lewinsky, but you can't blame that on Blue Beetle. The hurricane didn't give Blue Beetle a B+ grade in cinema score, okay? Sul Abdul and I have been saying this for a while now, that when a film gets a B+ on cinema score, that tells you a lot more than Rotten Tomatoes. If that B+ cinema score, people in the opening night, and these are people most excited to see the film, Sky. They're the ones going into the first showing.
Yeah.
They only give it a B+. The enthusiasm level is pretty low.
Yeah.
But was the hurricane attacking internationally? Because they didn't do well internationally either, They just got some big lifts there, man.
You said, was the hurricane in Texas, right?
Yeah,
like, nah.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. And so, Look, I haven't seen the movie. I mean, I'm sure it's okay. It looks generic. It looks like a Sony Disney film. Is what it looks like to me. Sony DC film. What it looks like to me. But these excuses are just staggering. And there's one excuse, guy. Well, it bombed because people were predicting it was going to bomb, and so they saw that it's going to bomb. I'm not going to go see it. What? What is that? Because all you websites out there were calling it a bomb after the first night, and so people got turned off. I'm like, come on, man. Like, wow, they go out and defend this. Remember when BBS came out and all the people were attacking? Well, it's
Oh my God.
Zack Snyder stunk up the room, man. It bombed, and man, they would die for numbers like that now.
How much did it make? It was like 179 million or something.
It was, around there. It was huge. No, they would die for numbers like that now. Keep in mind that was what, 2016?
2016, bro. Hype off the charts, Mikey.
Adjusted for inflation. I mean, adjusted for inflation, right? I mean, what's that now? We're 200 million now. That's like fucking Avatar numbers now, man. That's like, Spider-Man No Way Home numbers now. But no, movie.
But no, Mikey, right?
Man, I tell you, these
David Corn Sweat.
David Corn Sweat, exactly, man. Man, you guys must love your BubbleGUNN a lot to defend him like this. It's not even his movie. I mean, it's a Hamada burger. It's one of the last Hamada burgers out there. These people are just falling all over themselves.
The guy who James Gunn called to ask about the Blue Beetle, the Ben Affleck.
There you go. So did Hillary have an effect on Blue Beetle? Absolutely not. Come on.
Right. Yo, and shout out to the homie King George saying, with the $5 super chat saying, Barbie marketing destroyed the "they are broke" excuse. They could have restored. They just want to be lazy and throw the worst excuses imaginable. Hey,
here's another one. Scott, I found this hysterically funny. It's like, well, Blue Beetle debuted at #1. It beat Barbie, yeah. Beat Barbie in its 5th week. After it made it over $1 billion already, it beat Barbie. You know what, Sky? That's like saying, dude, I'm the best. I'm the GOAT, man. I'm the GOAT. Why are you the GOAT? Because I beat Michael Jordan. You did? Yeah. Okay, which team was Jordan playing on? Well, the Wizards. No, that's not Jordan. That is... How is that a win? I mean, seriously, the Wizards? Come on, man. Did he come back from retirement? He had different teammates. No Pippen there, no Dennis Rodman there. Oh yeah, I'm the greatest of all time. I beat Michael Jordan. It doesn't count. It does not count. Barbie. You beat Barbie in the 2nd week. You come and brag to me, but not in its 5th week when it's already like fading away. Because everybody has seen it so many times already, right? So that's the other excuse. Like, well, that should be the big story. Blue Beetle beat Barbie. People are like politicians, man. It's total spin control.
Crazy, man. Look, let me hit the homie with the super chat real quick. Thanks for supporting the platform, King George.
You should get dressed.
I'm always dressed.
Yeah, but they never gave Zack Snyder, this kind of cushion when BBS came out. Were these, media outlets defending Snyder by saying, well, they cut 30 minutes out of that movie.
Right.
Which explains the bad reviews. You know what I mean?
They tried to act like it didn't even exist, Mikey. Like there were very few people that were really speaking about, or very few like major outlets that was really speaking about the director's cut of that film, which was vastly yo, the longer movie feels like the shorter version. The
Yeah.
3 hour cut feels shorter than
Yeah,
the
it
two and
does.
a half hour
You're
version.
right. It does. Yeah.
Like it's a completely better movie.
Oh yeah.
And I have always said that it either steps it up like 1 or 2 grades. So if you think it was a good film, it's gonna be
Yeah.
great. You know, and if you already thought it was great, it's gonna be like legendary. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty much the situation with that.
Well, the Ultimate Edition is so compelling that just time moves by. You don't even notice it. It's so great. You know. Um, but it's just like you can tell the shows are out there in full force, trying to defend this movie, in its box office. And the other narrative I'm hearing is like, well, word of mouth will carry it through. Hmm? Where was word of mouth on Sunday? Take theoretically, I mean, look, if you do your research, that Sunday is going to tell you a lot.
Oh wait, Mikey, Sunday was the hurricane, bro.
Oh, yeah, the
Right?
hurricane is
Yeah, yeah. The
like in the
hurricane
entire
took the
country.
word of mouth away
There
from
you go.
the prior 2 days, right?
Okay, okay.
Everybody was just talking about the hurricane, so
Okay.
nobody else around the whole country went out last night.
Oh man, that's just hilarious. Um, there's no buzz for this film. Um, and still Abdul brought this up. Internationally, it's not doing that great either. So they didn't even have the international audience pulling for it. And here's what's funny, Sky. You're gonna love this little tidbit, little little BubbleGUNN info for you. All right,
Oh yeah.
little BubbleGUNN info for you. This movie, the highest recommendations it got, Sky, from the audience. Check this out. Check out this little tidbit. It's from the under 18, under 12 crowd. Okay? They gave it the best review. This movie's made for kids. Little kids, they love the hell out of this film. Okay? And that is going to be the sweet spot, okay, for DC Studios going forward. And I tell you, in 10 years from now, those 12-year-olds who watch this movie, this is going to be their nostalgia. You know?
Oh, kind of like the Power Rangers movie was for me. Okay, I got you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you. It totally makes sense now. Because I used to love the Power Rangers movie, Mikey. I used to love that
Well,
movie.
I remember. Let's see, when I came out 90s, right? Is it early 90s?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was how old was I? I was my mid 20s. I was about 26 when I came out. I remember a friend of mine. We were in the theater. Actually, I think we saw Predator 2. I think we saw it in the theater, and I think he said, you know what? This sucks for us now, but I bet these kids who are watching this, like 20 years from now, this will be their Star Wars. And I'm like, oh my God, you got a good point there. And sure enough, there's all this nostalgia for it. But yeah, Neo 7's, yeah, Ninja Turtles was good though.
It was in 1995, Mikey.
There you go. So
Right,
I was 27. I was 27 years old. So.
It was in 1995, Mikey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought that movie was lit. Right.
Well, because you were 12. I mean, you know what I mean?
Right. 1995. No, I was less than 12, Mikey. I was
okay.
what? I was 87.
Okay.
I was what, like 8 or 9? Oh yeah, it was lit.
Really young. You're really, really young. Yeah. Well,
Target audience.
Yeah, the 8-year-olds love this movie. But there's your DC target going forward, Sky. You guys like that?
Oh my God. They can't even get like the older teenagers, Mikey. They can't even get 19-year-olds feeling this stuff. They got like little kids.
Now I know what I saw. I saw Stargate. That had the trailer for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. My friend,
I saw Stargate too in theaters.
there you go.
See, because even back then I was still watching cinema, Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Like even back then, bro.
Oh, Stargate was good, really good.
Yeah. My dad, he used to take me to go see like all kind of stuff, man. I was seeing like Above the Rim. I saw Above the Rim like 5 times in theaters.
Oh,
I was seeing
awesome.
Stargate. I was seeing all kind of stuff back then, yo. All kind of stuff.
And did you ever see the Stargate movie that was made for Showtime? Did you ever see that?
The show?
No, before it became a show, there was a film, a Stargate. I think it was either a 2-hour episode or a 2-hour film. Did you ever see that?
No. The first ever thing of Stargate was the James Spader, Kurt Russell movie that I saw. Yeah.
So the Showtime had a made for Showtime 2-hour, either a 2-hour pilot or a 2-hour movie. It had full frontal nudity. I mean, seriously, it had full frontal, like, oh my god, whoa, hello. This is not your 8-year-old Stargate.
Oh my goodness.
Of course.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle it's a flop. Okay, there's just no doubt about it. And the only hope they had, Sky, was the international crowd. And they're not. They don't care. The DC brand is just still dead.
Yeah. It is what it is. This was what happened when you announce a reboot and you have, 4 projects still coming out?
Yeah.
Right. This is what happens.
Happens.
We are living in that timeline for sure. Mikey,
I will stick to the narrative. I mean, unless the trailers really suck, Sky. I think Aquaman will do well just for Jason Momoa, because they're just gonna focus on his Fast and Furious audience. They won't do as well as the first one, but it'll definitely do better than the previous couple of movies that came out. But the funny part is they're gonna downplay all ties to DC.
Mikey, I brought it up earlier. What if that movie doesn't make as much as Black Adam did, Mikey?
That'd be hysterical. I'll actually laugh.
I'm telling you, Mikey, I got a bad feeling about the Aquaman movie, yo.
Well, it sucks. I mean,
I'm so serious. And I was just talking about it. I was like, yo, this is not the same timeline that the first one released in, yo.
That's right.
It's just not. Like, the Zack Snyder connection to that first film was strong, Mikey.
It was very strong.
It was strong, man. Like, James Wan had literally just said, like, yo, I talked to Zack. He blessed the film, blah, blah, blah. Like, I got his blessing, right? And we were all on board. That is not the case right now, Mikey.
Yeah, no, nothing. There's no ties to DC at all. Plus, you have, let's not forget, you have Amber Heard that's still in this movie. And if Ezra Miller hurt the Flash, Amber Heard is going to cause some puncture wounds on Aquaman here, no matter how reduced her role is. And then I forgot to tell you about this. I saw solicitation for a DC comic book coming up. And it has Amber Heard's Mera on the cover. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Do you want people not to buy your comic book? They actually have, the comic book version of Amber Heard's Mera on the cover. With Jason Momoa's Aquaman. I'm like, oh my god, you guys are just clueless.
We gonna see, Mikey. We gonna see, cause I know look, like Socks just said, women do love them some Jason Momoa, but I mean, outside of Aquaman, has he been in like any blockbuster like lead roles? Like y'all, like
Good
Let's keep it a
point.
buck.
Good.
We gotta keep it a buck, y'all. Like, yo, this is not the same timeline that the first one came out in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this dude is like boxed off, like carrying a franchise outside. Man, I don't know, Mikey. Something.
Well, here's the
Something.
other narrative Sky I've been hearing too. It's the Snyder fans. The Snyder fans killed, Blue Beetle. Um, well, wow. Well, shouldn't you make the Snyder fans happy then? Give them something. Um,
Right, Mikey. If we just keep killing all their projects,
exactly. I mean, I don't recall seeing a Blue Beetle boycott. Do you? No.
no. Dude, Zach literally came out and kind of hit, hey, I'm taking my kids to go see it. And it bumped up the box office. Hey, I also brought that up, Mikey. Can you imagine if he didn't? I mean, it was projected to bring in like $12 million, yo.
Yeah, man. I gotta tell you something, Scott. This is really interesting. It's a total off topic here. Maybe it's relatable. Related to this, I was talking to this guy about Barbie. This guy is a total Barbie fanatic. He collects everything Barbie, like total. He's like really into that world, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
every rare Barbie stuff. I mean, I'm not saying he's got everything complete, but he's a hardcore Barbie fan. And I
Yeah.
said, man, it looks like Barbie is gonna beat Super Mario next week. The biggest hit of
Mm-hmm.
the year is gonna be Super Mario. And he goes, are you shocked? And this guy is well connected, man, with all the. It's outside my world, dude. It's outside my
Mm-hmm.
people. I don't know who these people are, right? And he goes, are you surprised? He goes, no, I'm not surprised because we're mobilizing. We are watching this film over and over again to become the biggest hit of the year. And that
Yep.
kind of threw me like, whoa. He goes, oh yeah. I mean, you're not in our world. We don't go on social media and hashtag and stuff like that. But we're like pushing for this film to become the biggest hit of the year, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
Hey, see?
But I bring this up, Sky, the power of fandom. You guys don't realize
It
how
is connected,
powerful
Mikey.
you can be, right? You they gotta see the moolah. You can't just talk it. You gotta go into and open up that wallet, right? And show them how you really feel. And when the fans didn't go out and support Black Adam, look what happened. DeLuca could have been in charge. He could have gotten his way, and this is why, Sky, guys, don't worry about Cell. It's gonna happen because the will of the fans are gonna make it so. Because who would have thought Barbie would become the biggest hit of the year? When we were all expecting the Flash to be up there, Oppenheimer to be up there, Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, we know she'll probably get Best Picture. And Barbie,
Didn't even hit number one, Mikey.
nope.
Never hit. Became the highest grossing movie to never be
That
number one.
that's weird, right? It's like those top 40 hits that stay at number 2, right?
Yeah.
They never hit number 1. It's really unusual. But guys, the power of the fandom, it's there. Anyway, that's all I have to say on that matter. And Blue Beetle's a
Tell me.
bomb. Don't let anybody try and convince you otherwise. It's bombed.
Absolutely. And we know why too. Don't let anybody convince you of any of these wacky narratives, right? But shouts out to the homie Castello's way saying with the $2 super chat saying Guns fans don't buy tickets for DC and blame us. Exactly, right? And
Yeah,
well, you guys didn't show up. It's like, yeah, but where were y'all at? Like,
exactly. You're supposed to run with Gunn, not run away from him, right?
trying to tell y'all, right? Let me get a homie Castello's way this drop real quick, right? We're gonna go with this one, yeah.
not broken. And I'm not alone.
No, Sky, I've been thinking about it the past couple of days, ever since opening day of Blue Beetle. What do you think would have done better, Batgirl or Blue Beetle?
Batgirl had Michael Keaton in it,
Yep, Keaton,
probably
Leslie
would have
Grace.
carried over. Yeah.
Yeah, it had the whole bat thing along with it, right? It had the whole
Yeah.
bat angle to it. Because people don't know who Blue Beetle is, but they know who Batgirl is, and Batman's in
Batgirl
it.
probably has a higher profile than Blue Beetle.
Yeah. And Leslie Grace, come on. I mean, I think that film would have done better. They should have just released it. Oh, I forgot one more excuse. Well, the actors couldn't promote it. They're on strike. And, yeah, but why did Barbie do so well?
Oppenheimer. The cast literally walked out of the premiere.
There you go. So Oppenheimer survived the strike, but Blue Beetle couldn't? Come on, man.
Foolishness. But, let's tap in with the sponsors real quick, and then we'll be back with the next topic.
Yeah.
Yes. Mighty Steppenwolf, who might have sat here by the side of the Great One, but undone by his self-pride.
Mikey.
Oh boy, I love this topic.
I love it too, Mikey. Right?
There you go. Why does James Gunn look older than Zack Snyder? I don't get it.
It's because it's like, as Austin said, he does the reverse Just for Men, where he dyes his hair white. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Wacky stuff, bro.
Yeah. James Gunn just a few years ago did not have that white hair. It was not Colonel Sanders. Like as soon as
that was part of his rebrand, bro.
As soon as he became TC Studios head, he got all the white in his hair.
He started to look older and more mysterious, Mikey. You know what I'm
saying? No.
More seasoned.
And outfits got
original
worse.
Spices. Original spices. Original recipe.
I think it's just too much coleslaw. I think it ages you a bit, right?
Oh my God, probably.
Wait, so Gunn is 56 years old. Looks like 67, actually. So,
oh my God, come on.
Tomorrow, guys, actually, less than 24 hours from now, Rebel Moon trailer is gonna burn down the internet. Telling you guys.
We're watching it live, right, Mikey?
Yep, we are. Yeah.
Tomorrow night.
And James Gunn is all worried about the Snyderverse, and no, it's Rebel Moon's gonna really put the scare into DC, because it's gonna rally around the troops, Sky. I mean, you're gonna have more people who are gonna want Cell after seeing the Rebel Moon trailer. It's gonna ignite the base, dude. I'm serious. And
I'm sure it is, bro.
What does Gunn have in response to this? You're probably thinking, well, the betas be like, well, Mikey's comparing Rebel Moon to DC. I'm comparing Zack Snyder to James Gunn. What are you talking about?
Right. hype level, Mikey.
Hype.
Where's like engagement levels, right? You
Yep,
like,
yep. I think people have been sleeping on Red Bull Moon Sky because we haven't seen enough of it, right? We only saw a couple of seconds worth. We really haven't seen until tomorrow. We'll see the trailer. And I think people will be like, "Whoa, holy shit, this looks badass!" you know. I think it's gonna change the narrative, Sky. I think Rebel Moon is gonna give a lot of disenfranchised DC fans something to look forward to. Like literally, that's coming soon. You know, and
December 22nd.
yeah, and it's a
All you need
franchise.
is a Netflix subscription. Oh my God. Do you know what the engagement on this thing is going to be, Mikey?
Oh my god! And so, guys, Sil and I, Sil Abdul, we're gonna have a special scoop center tomorrow, at 3 o'clock. Where I'm
Scoop
going,
Center.
yeah, a special edition of Scoop Center tomorrow
Hey.
at 3 p.m. PST. Um, where I am going to let you guys know what I know about Henry Cavill's character in Rebel Moon.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
And remember, it was me who scooped it back on July 4th. And people are now saying, well, Cavill's going to be, yeah, I already said July 4th. I beat you guys to whoever you are. You know, I'm going to tell you guys what I know about the character that he's playing.
oh my goodness.
And, you know, and I scooped on here that Gal Gadot's coming to Rebel Moon as well, a future Rebel Moon film. She's coming as well. I mean, Zack Snyder is bringing the gang with him, dude. You know, I have not heard anything about Bruce, Ben Affleck. I know people are like speculating right now. Is Ben Affleck? I mean, I haven't heard anything. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, it just sounds like
I want Ben to like voice to somebody or like do some
yeah,
performance. Like, I don't want Ben in there just looking like Ben. I want
yeah,
to see, them kind of mix it up a little bit. Kind of like
yeah,
how they
yeah.
have Anthony Hopkins playing a robot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's wild to me.
That's wild. That's wild. You know, and
A
so
robot knight. It's crazy.
I've been talking about the future of DC with people, and look, and I brought up Rebel Moon. And I said, you know, people are really stoked about this. And I think once people see the full trailer, they're gonna reach the level of excitement that they have towards Zach's DC work, right? Because you only saw little bits and pieces here. We're gonna see a nice meal tomorrow. And Sophia Boutella, I'm telling you, she's gonna get the next big thing. Um, but what does DC have? You know, Sky in competition for this because there is a competition here, whether James Gunn admits to it or not. It's Gunn versus Snyder. It's just no doubt
Oh
about it.
yeah.
It's no doubt about it. You know.
I mean, why wouldn't it be, Mikey?
Yeah, yeah. And so Sky, I asked around and said, "Look, you know, I'm getting a bad feeling about DC, and it's just call me biased or not, because Gunn's track record with DC is terrible. You know, Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, which I did not like at all. And keep in mind, I reviewed that film long before I went after Geekosity. Okay, so don't say it was biased. No, and I was a Gunn fan at MCU. I love his Guardians work. His DC work, he's just all wrong for it. So I was talking to this one guy, and he said something pretty funny. And then he said, "Look, if you want some dark Snyder stuff or like Snyder-esque stuff, um, that's not what you're gonna get with James Gunn. Snyder is like it's like black licorice. James Gunn is like bubble gum." And all of a sudden it hit me, bubble gun. Bubble gun is my new term for James Gunn, DC pop view. it takes over the Hamada burgers, which I coined as well. Um, you're gonna see a lot of BubbleGUNN going forward. And I said, well, what about Superman Legacy? What do you think? He said, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna have somewhat of a comedic undertow as well.
Hmm.
If
Yeah,
you have Guy Gardner in there,
obviously, Mikey, right?
what I was told, Sky, that it's not just James Gunn. People think, well, James Gunn can't direct everything, no. But that person sitting across from him at the table, he loves this stuff.
Yeah,
Peter Safran, I think it's what I have to keep forgetting that he's the all the focus on Gunn. Peter Safran is right across the room from him.
flying under the radar
Right,
with flops coming out, 100%, right?
and they're all chewing bubble gum. Um, look, all those people who have faith in James Gunn, you have faith in Peter Safran to produce the Shazam movies. You like that take? Um, because it's not just one person here; it's two people who are navigating this ship. And like I said, guys, I don't want to put bourbon on here. Don't worry, the next topic is good in a surprising way. But um, this is why, for shits and giggles, Sky brought this up. And of course he laughed, but I knew he would laugh. I said, look, is there any chance, even a 0.1% chance, of James Gunn restoring his Snyderverse? Just a 1% chance. He goes, no way in hell. No way in hell. Because it's not BubbleGUNN.
It's not.
It's not. You know, um, he said, check this out. He says, even if the Flash had done well and Black Adam had done well, Gunn would never restore the Snyderverse. It doesn't fit his vision. And his vision is more of a lighter comedic tone. Um, and this is why, guys, don't believe this stuff about restore the Snyderverse. It's not going to happen on Gunn's watch. It will not happen. Uh, by some miracle, the Luca gets to have more power, or if Gunn's Superman lunacy bombs or something. That is that is such a remote chance that DeLuca will get anything across. Because don't forget, by that time, Comcast probably would have bought them up already.
Right. 100%. Mikey, the chat did finish the conquest,
All right.
right? So you know what that means. Let me go ahead and hit him off with this drop real quick, right? Because y'all know
You
I love
still owe the Great One 50,000 more worlds. He will hear your plea when you pay your debt.
Yeah, but yeah, Superman lunacy, which is a great, it's a great topic.
I that's stuck
A
now.
great
Whoever
title.
who
Well, I
titled
don't
it?
know.
I can't forget it now. It's stuck in my head.
Yeah,
Um,
look, I'm just really hoping that at the end of the day, you know, one of the reasons why this cell thing was so important for me, Mikey, as
mhm.
well, was that I wanted for us to live in a world where, you know, we can just remove the whole Zack Snyder thing from the list of excuses
Yeah, yeah.
that can be made as for like why this stuff um, is or isn't doing well, right? I just really want James Gunn and his universe and his projects to be judged on their own merits and to
Mhm.
not to keep and to not keep invoking the Zack Snyder fandom when you want to talk about why things didn't do well.
Yeah, yeah. And so, Sky, I asked her, look, Blue Beetle's gonna bomb. Okay.
1,000%.
There's no way it's gonna all of a sudden come alive again. Be a Blue Beetle zombie like Blackest Night, and all of a sudden start making money. It's not gonna happen.
Maybe if the hurricane doesn't come back, Mikey, because that's what was keeping everybody from the theaters, bro. It
Of
was the
course.
hurricane. So
I can feel it from here, man.
yeah. So next weekend, you know what I'm saying? That box office should shoot up, right?
He said that
I'm still gonna check this movie out too, guys.
yeah. I
I am
I
100%.
seriously have nothing against this film. I would have seen it if I wasn't so busy. But I asked him, look, Blue Beetle's gonna bomb. Will this change their attitudes? Because the last couple of bombs on Sky were, you know, they didn't have that darker tone that Zach had, right? And you can tell, you can smell the stench of Hamada, because Hamada really wanted to ape the MCU, right? And everything everybody has told me is that Blue Beetle screams MCU. To me, it screams Sony. Sony trying to be MCU is what it screams to me.
Right.
So he told me that no, they are sticking with the original plan of making the DCU more like the MCU, and more of this lighter comedic tone.
Yep.
They're not going to stay away and the prevailing attitude, Sky, is that, well, James Gunn can do it better.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I
Man,
know.
if y'all don't see that they trying to walk y'all into a cross, this is so obvious, yo. This is so obvious. Oh my goodness. Real quick, Mikey. Castello's way with the $2 super chat saying, Mikey, have you heard of Netflix maybe buying WBD?
I've heard that there is a chance of them becoming an eBay sniper. There is that chance, but again, it's so remote. Sell is the way, okay? That's the most realistic proposition out there. They've been talking, they've been dealing, they've been balling, okay, so to speak. Sell is the most realistic. Everything else is like winning the lotto, right? That's what it is. It's like winning the lotto, where you can have something that's more direct, has a better chance of happening. But I asked about, okay, let's say, for example, the Ravenable. So, what do you think this film is going to be like? And he goes, well, no script's been written yet, right? There's no script yet. Everything's on strike right now. But I was told, Sky, don't expect anything dark from Raven the Bold.
Oh, yeah, come on.
And I scooped this, I can go ahead and call it, I can make it public now. Okay. I was told that they were talking about Batman Incorporated, the Grant Morrison. We have Batman CEOs. I have never read it, but it just sounds wacky to me.
Oh man!
I said,
yeah, Batwing, Mikey.
Yeah, bad this, bad that. Bathtub.
Yo, Mikey, you wild.
So I asked him, I said, look, this is speculation. I'm guessing speculation. There's no script written yet. I said, what do you think is the prevailing influence for this film would be? And he goes, you know why they call it Raven the Bold, right? I said, oh, like the comic book. He goes, you saw that cartoon, didn't you? He goes, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Hey, I've been watching the Batman, Mikey. I'm sure that this is not like the Batman, yo. I'm sure. Because I've seen a little bit of that cartoon. And can't do it, Mikey. Can't do it. Let me hit the homie with this drop real quick. right? And we also got the homie Bishop
Bishop's
saying,
the one. Okay.
I'm the one who coined Superman lunacy with the
Okay.
$2 super chat.
I remember that now, Bishop. That's a great one, man. Superman lunacy. It totally makes sense.
Bishop clearing that up for us. Thank you so much. Right, let me hit the homie Bishop one of these real quick.
I told you. Steppenwolf would fail. Yes. Yes, you did.
All right. We can go to the next topic now.
Yes. On this last topic is a doozy. Let's tap in with the sponsors and then we'll be right back
All right.
with the last topic of the evening.
You betrayed him. Your own family.
Mikey, Knightfall, bro.
Yep, and Music City Soul, I do remember that Batman had a jetpack in Raven. So
Wait, Batman had a jetpack?
yeah, and Raven the Bold.
Look, oh my goodness. Mikey, is this what we talking about right here, bro? We talking about Knightfall, Mikey?
Knightfall, written by my friend Chuck Dixon. I think Graham Nolan did the art. Knightfall, I'm told. If you guys are not pleased with Gunn's DC slate, you can find hope in Matt Reeves. I hate to say it, man. I'm almost tempted, Sky, more than ever to see the Batman again. Just to get on this guy's side because so desperate for some good news. Okay.
It's a weird feeling, right?
Man.
Because I have been like, yo, man, like maybe I judged them too harshly. But then I have tried to watch the movie again and then I end up falling asleep. So I'm gonna watch it again, man. I have not watched it in one sitting since seeing it the first time. Maybe that's what needs to happen. I just gotta set some time aside and then just get through it.
Maybe I got an idea. Maybe watch. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. Watch the first episode of Brave and the Bold, right? And imagine what James Gunn has in store. And then watch the Batman right after. Maybe that will.
He said, "Watch the first episode of Brave and the Bold." I'm done, bro. Oh my god.
Anyway, so Sub Duel scooped about a week or two ago that Matt Reeves wants to use Bane. And it goes along with what I was saying that Reeves is going to up the ante with the Batman 2 and so forth. They can make it a bigger, more physically oriented film, right?
Right, which I said that, Mikey, literally when I walked out of the theater. I was like, yo, I'm more excited for the sequel
exactly
than I enjoyed the first movie, right? Where I was like, all right, if they kind of, fantasy this thing up a little bit, I think that I could be on board. But this whole like super grounded, right, type of stuff where we're not going to have like any type of fantasy type elements. I'm sorry, we got that with Nolan. I was just watching Batman fight parademons, and you know what I'm saying, helping a fight with Steppenwolf. I mean, or it's like,
tough, man.
I can't go back to this whole like super grounded Batman right now. like, no. We got to add some fantasy elements. Let's get some CGI, some special effects, right? Some more Rogues Gallery members in there, and maybe that'll help
Yeah.
freshen this thing up a bit.
So what I'm told, Sky, is that going forward, Matt Reeves is going to proceed with a more physical Batman, more of the Ben Affleck type of Batman, um, more visceral and uh, violent Batman than we saw in the Batman, just to heighten the adrenaline level. And Sil was right about Bane. I'm told, Sky, that Matt Reeves, I'm not sure for the second or third film, probably the second film, is going to use elements of Knightfall uh,
Mm.
for Battinson. And I'm thinking, you know what? Compared to what we have on the TCU, this actually sounds pretty good. Because Matt Reeves is not a bad director; he's just a pretentious one. But if you unleash him like in that Planet of the Apes that you saw, that you liked, um, then I think he could really pull this off. One thing's for sure, he won't be wacky. You won't be a wacky Bane.
Yeah. Yeah. I I have said it multiple times. That movie. I think that one is Rise of the Planet of the Apes,
Is it right?
or is it Dawn? I forget. No,
Yeah.
I think the first one is Rise, and then the second one is Dawn. But yeah, that movie is fantastic. Love it to this day. But he has to kind of liven this thing up in the second one, He has to, or I can't do it.
Well, yeah, seriously, and they wanted to uh they wanted to make more money than the first film. The first film did good. I mean, not $1 billion good, but um they really want to increase the energy level with this one, and show the other side to the Batman. And whatever the case, I'm just more excited about this than the Brave and the
I
Bold.
am too. I am too.
You know,
Yeah.
can't go
I
wrong with
mean,
Bane.
that's
Yeah,
that's not like if you were to ask me like, yo, which one are you looking forward to more, Sky? If you ask me the
yeah,
question, I would say, yeah, like Matt Reed.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But I mean, which is saying something, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, like which is saying something because as you guys know, like I said, coming out of that first movie, I was like, yo, I'm way more excited for the sequel if they kind of liven it up a bit than I
Yeah,
enjoyed that first film. But I did think that there were some good things there, right? Like his Gotham looked cool.
it
Um,
did. It
and
did.
in certain areas, and the production value was great, right?
Yeah,
And it had it had lots of beautiful cinematography as well, but it was just certain choices didn't really rock with me too much.
you do realize,
Yeah,
Scott, you're tempting me more and more to try and see this again.
yeah. Yo, there was some dope stuff
Uh,
about it, right? But at the end of the day, it was just like, man, too many walking shots, right?
yeah,
I really didn't like the scene with him and Alfred,
yeah.
with him yelling at Alfred immediately after he woke up out of coma. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Like,
And since we hit 50 likes, Sky, I have a secret bomb. I wanted to see if we would hit 50 likes without me promising anything.
mm,
This isn't the story. This is part of the story. I wanted to drop that, but I wanted to see if we get 50 likes organically
oh
without
my
me.
God, Mikey.
This is why I'm excited. This is why, Sky, because the third part of this trilogy, Matt Reeves is going to do something that Tim Burton didn't do, that Christopher Nolan didn't do, that Joel Schumacher didn't do. Tim Burton didn't do. Okay. Batman is going to face his rogues gallery. The villains are going to team up
Oh
against
shit.
against Batman. Okay. We're talking Clayface, Joker, Bane, the works. He's going to fight them all. That's how this thing is going to end. And I'm like, Raven and Bolt, forget that. I want to see this. That's why each film going forward is going to get bigger and bigger.
Mm.
And Batman becomes more of a physical force. What do you think? See, I'm convincing you now. See, I knew it. See, this is why I'm so tempted to
Oh my
watch the
god,
Batman.
no, it's the chat is y'all, hey man. Hey, like he stole that from Ben Affleck too. Oh my god.
Yeah, unfortunately, you probably could have seen Ben Affleck do the same thing, but unless you
I know.
sell.
Yeah. Yeah, Mikey, it's just tough because that was
Yeah.
the premise for the Ben movie at one point. Was he was
Yeah.
supposed to be in Arkham fighting his way out? You know what I'm saying? But look, at the end of the day, Matt Reeves flooded Gotham at the end of
Yeah.
at the end of his film. Nobody saw that. I didn't see that coming. So obviously, there were some choices that were made that weren't going to be in the Ben Affleck slash Zack Snyder script. So, look, if he's going to fight his rogues gallery, and if they're going to keep ramping this thing up, then I am more excited. Just like I said coming out of the movie, and it's so crazy that I said that now, and it's kind of coming full circle because that was literally what I said in my review for that movie that I had did on my channel.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm way more excited for the sequel than I enjoyed this film.
See, what I heard though wasn't that it'll take place in Arkham. What I heard was the Rogues Gallery will take over Gotham.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it wasn't going to be like the exact same thing. Because it is two different. They are two different people. But yeah, if they take over Gotham, right? I mean, look, and that's kind of where they're even going with this film because like they already set it up. Like who's in charge right now?
Yeah.
I'm sure that we're gonna get a good look at the layout of the city and how the criminal influence is kind of spreading out while Gotham is in this kind of vulnerable state, right?
I'm looking at the chat. You guys aren't buying that Reeves still. He's got a lot this is why DC's gonna have a hard time, man.
Hey, this is hilarious. Hold up, real quick, the homie King George with the $2 super chat saying Venom Bane breaks badminton. Hashtag Luchador Bane. Hashtag I am Bane. Right. But yeah, Mikey. Look, I'm not gonna front. If they're gonna keep ramping it up, bro, then hey, I might be on board. But they just gotta make sure that they're doing that. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think it was Socks. I think it was Socks who said, no man bat. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna show up.
No man bat. Oh, yeah. Lawlessness said, I don't want to watch Edward Cullen fight the Rose. Come on, y'all bugging. Well, Mikey, is there anything else that you wanted to add to the Knightfall topic, man? Because look, the chat ain't rocking with it. I'm a little bit more optimistic. Honestly, y'all know that if I really didn't feel this way, I wouldn't say it. But yeah. That first film did have a few good things going for it. It's just there were certain choices that I felt kind of hampered my overall enjoyment of the film.
Okay. Hey, it sounds better than Braving the Bold so far. So
Oh, absolutely. Hey, and Mikey, have you seen the first episode of Brave and the Bold, bro?
the cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I saw them all.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I saw them all, dude. I was working for a different site back then. That was my assignment, was to watch them all. It's
Oh my
wacky.
God.
It is super wacky, dude.
He
It
said
is
it's a
super, super wacky.
Super.
I mean, seriously. They had some obscure Batman villains from the '60s in there. Um, I think they had. I could be wrong, but I think they had King Tut on there from the Adam West show.
Hmm.
I think King Tut was such a wacky, I guess.
King Tut.
So
Right. Paolo says, I'd rather watch Reeves focus on the Court of Owls,
yeah.
which is where I thought he was going in a certain section of the Batman, and then it just
Yeah.
kind of didn't go anywhere. And I was like, okay. I was so confused. It was like there was so much stuff being set up,
Yeah.
right? Where they were like, yo, um, you know, his mom was actually crazy and locked up in Arkham Asylum. And I was like, what? And then, like, right after that, they just kind of glossed over it and never really came up again. And I was like, wait, that seems like a big piece of information that we should be discussing right now. Right? Like, what's his mom being in Arkham Asylum? Like, what's going on? And I was like, is there some Court of Owls stuff going on? And it was, I don't know, but it just never really panned out.
Yeah, you could be saving it for the second one. You never know.
True that.
He can
Right?
tie in Court of Owls with and have Bane in there as one of their henchmen or something.
Not a
Yeah.
whispered word was said, right? Yeah. But Mikey, any final thoughts, bro, before we wrap on up and get out of here for this evening, sir?
GeekCoffeeMag.com got some articles coming up. We're quietly getting there again. And then also tomorrow, Scoop Center with Sil Abdul. It'll be a lot of fun. And you and I are gonna watch the trailer tomorrow for Rebel Moon. That's gonna be a blast. So
Oh
I'm
my
excited.
God. Super excited.
Yeah.
So yes, be here tomorrow
Yep.
for Night Shift special edition where we doing a live trailer reaction to the Zack Snyder's new sci-fi epic
Yeah.
Rebel Moon, right?
Oh
And
man.
be sure to catch that Scoop Center tomorrow
Yep.
as
Yep.
well, because I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm gonna
Oh
definitely
yeah.
be replay crewing on that.
Yep.
And we'll be back on Thursday and Friday with Night
Yep.
Shift. And I'm not sure if we're doing a cold takes on Wednesday, but if we're not, then I'll probably be doing something on my channel, right? There's content dropping from Seal Nation Sports Network. As a matter of fact, the homie Austin just put up the Good Games trailer, which is a fantasy league for the Seal Nation Sports Network for the football, right? So we even got fantasy football stuff going on. And, I got a team in there, the Reign of the Supermen, right? That's my team name, right? So, yeah, you can be going up against me and Necron with his Lobo Raiders, right? And the good Austin's gonna have a team. Still Abdul's gonna have a team. So it's gonna
Awesome.
be
Very
a
cool.
whole lot of fun, And there's a link on that actual trailer where you can go and sign up if you want to grab a slot in the fantasy football league, right?
Perfect.
See, got all kind of stuff. And I might end up doing this review for this Texas Chainsaw Massacre game for
Dude,
Geekosity, man.
love to
Because
see that, dude. That'd be
this is
awesome.
crazy, man. This is crazy. I'm having a lot of fun with this
Awesome.
game, yo. 100%.
Looking
Right.
forward to
So, yes, from the homie Mikey and
that. Yeah.
myself, we will catch y'all next time.
Woohoo!
Y'all have a good evening. Peace.
See ya.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream and the real one?